We don't
as
need
always.
We don't need to remind everybody.
As always, it's week 2. It's only going to intensify. The frustrations, aggravations, it's all there.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. So obviously, the first part of the show today, we are going to cover week 1's scores. Obviously.
Yep.
So the first game we're going to actually cover is the Dolphins and the Patriots.
Get it. This is your time to shine here.
So I'm gonna show some clips here of old Cam country.
Newton still has it and marches up the field for a first down.
And I think he has a great opportunity in front of him to really resurrect his career and show people how good he is.
He's looking down the field, and he throws a bullet all the way down to the 43. Devin Asiasi from UCLA has been in some, number 86. Here's the pass over to Harry. Last year's first rounder is knocked down about 5 yards short of the first. From the Miami 24. Going to keep it. Going to find it for the first to open up that gap. First down, looking to throw. Edelman holds on this time, and that is career catch number 600. And Newton takes it in for the touchdown. Extending his NFL record with a 59th career rush touchdown. 2nd and 1. And Edelman.
I mean, to get a monster play, like that's a play that...
Check's been blown away by his commitment. As he takes the handoff and goes again middle. Near the 50 and another catch.
He's pretty good at that.
Coming out and getting a couple pass plays to Edelman. Staying up top. We got another reception. This one White for a first down. 2nd and 5. Myers in as an extra receiver and trying to reach out. What a catch. Edelman with 5 catches overall. 3 on this drive. Cam has it.
There's your play, Jim. As soon as you see that you have an option, now Josh McDaniels trusts calling that. Guarding Burkhead down at the bottom. Is he going to motion? Who's coming with him? And then you got your play. You like it? Go ahead and snap it.
He's going to run it. Inside the 10, inside the 5, and touchdown call on the field. For the 2nd time in this game.
Hey, you got to spike it down.
Here, you do it, David Andrews. You sat out all of last year. 2nd and 9. Newton leads the team in rushing with 41 yards. Completes it. That's Harry with the catch.
You all of a sudden bring Josh McDaniels in with Cam Newton. It's like, what are they going to do?
That's back to Harry. 2nd and 8.
You can. He's a tough boss on me. I'm going to get him his bad side.
Threads it. About a yard shy of the first.
They got to come after you here. They know you want to run it.
3rd and 1. And Newton just so big. He's able to take the pile with him. It's going to be a first down.
You're in I formation. I could play run 100%. If they want to throw it, go ahead and let him.
Here he is.
No one's open.
Chugging along for about 12. Cam holds on to it and slices. It's going to be close. Cam gets it and is stopped at about the 1 with a lot of determination.
So we'll go ahead and watch the formation at the end here. It's a quarterback power, so you get an extra guy number-wise.
Nope, got a flag come out. Yeah. Might be on Baker.
That boy looks fucking good. I don't give a damn Who you are? 15 for 19, 155 yards, 75 yards rushing for 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yep. Cam Newton looks good, man. Cam Newton looks good. Like, it was a good first test, right? It was good. It was a good luck of the draw to play the Dolphins. Now, I'm not bagging on the Dolphins, but I guess maybe I am a little bit. It was a nice, coming back party. New team, new everything. Everything.
And,
knew him.
And not to mention, the Patriots also turned 2 interceptions during that game. J.C. Jackson had one in the end zone right there at the end.
Yep.
And then at the beginning of the game, you had Stephon Gilmore for 1 too.
Yep.
So the defense looked real good. The offense looked real good. Cam looks fucking real good. We called that one on the head.
Yep.
So that really turned out to be a really good game.
Patriots look good, man. I got to give it to them. They don't look like they've missed a beat. If anything, they actually look fresh. They look fresher now than what they did coming down the stretch last year.
Oh yeah, I'm.
You feeling okay about it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
There's so many people who wanted to talk shit about it and be like, "Oh, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fall apart. It's gonna be shit," and it wasn't. It really was not. And he looks damn good and looks like what he used to look like. Really, I mean, he really does.
And you Patriots fans, you guys are so insatiable. I think that's the right word. Like, you just smell blood in the water, and you had the noon game just talking all kinds of shit. And I was like, that's fine. Yeah, congratulations. I had to wait till the 3:00 game. And if you notice, I didn't talk a lot of anything in the chat after the rest of the day. So I was outweighed by a lot.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that why.
Yeah, it's fine.
The next game up is and this one I got you. I bested you on this one. Was the Raiders and the Panthers.
You did. The
Raiders take it at 34-30, and I actually have some clips of all Henry Ruggs, who did a pretty damn good job for his first rookie game out there. So we'll run through some of these Henry Ruggs clips and see some of his better plays of the day.
Carr with time. Throwing wide open over the middle. It is caught. That is Henry Ruggs, the third, and he's bounced out of bounds inside the 1-yard line. With a calf issue. Carr gets rid of it to the outside. And this is Ruggs. And you've got to figure with his speed, they're going to find different ways to get him the football. Rasul Douglas, who has taken over at corner for Dante Jackson. You'll recall Jackson.
The other rookie, Brian Edwards. I want to see Brian Edwards get going here a little bit.
Ruggs in motion. They give it to Ruggs. Ruggs going around the right side.
Nice job, man.
And across the 30 and out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. And on first down, the quick pass to the near side, and that is Ruggs.
Man, Ruggs,
he looks good.
And we've been high on this guy from the get-go. Like, from the get-go, we've said it the whole entire time. Like,
I picked him up in my fantasy team.
Yeah.
I had to. We've been talking about him ever since our show started.
And he's proven us to look smart, at least on one thing. We may get everything else wrong, but Henry Ruggs is a lock. That's it. Yeah. I'm very impressed with him.
Oh, I am too. I definitely am, and I'm glad we called this one right. Now on things that we called wrong.
Oh boy,
things that we called wrong.
Real wrong. Oh God, look at that luscious mustache, huh?
Uncle Rico.
I'd like to be the first to say I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, Jacksonville.
Sorry, Jacksonville. I'm sorry, Uncle Rico. I'm sorry, Gardner Minshew. And those are two separate people. His mustache and him. That's just holy shit. I've never been so wrong about something all my life. His stat line for this game. Not only did they get the win against a Colts team that just Phillip Rivers looks in prime form. Somebody's got to tell Phillip Rivers that the Chargers are not playing for playoff positioning just yet, so he shouldn't have choked that hard in week 1.
Yeah.
But damn, Minshew, 19 of 20 for like 175 or 275, 3 touchdowns. He had a perfect quarterback rating. Yeah, all day.
Yeah, and they love him so much in Jacksonville. I have to play a little bit of this, and I stumbled upon it earlier, and it's actually quite funny. I can't play all of it because we'll get flagged, but I can play about 30 seconds of it.
When you have your own hype video,
Yeah.
and you're rocking the handlebar mustache and the jorts, on the weekends, king of the world. You do what you want. 19 for 20, 175, 3 touchdowns, perfect QBR rating.
Now, and he's not the only one that we're going to talk about. We're also going to talk about old James back there in the backfield with their rookie running back.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette, who?
Yeah, and here we go. I got some clips of this boy right here.
Roll.
As this Jacksonville offense tries to find its identity early in the season, Robinson again breaking a tackle. That's a first down run for Jacksonville. What a story this has been. Here he is again on first down. Little delayed take as he crosses the 30-yard line. Where does Minshew go here on 3rd and short? They give it to Robinson. And that'll be the second first back onto the field. A little pre-snap movement. Could be a free play for Jacksonville. Robinson breaking tackles, it seems like every time he's touched the football. Rivers, those 20 interceptions that were such a big part of this Chargers story last year. Robinson, this young man has been able to get downhill.
They've done a good job on that Colts defensive line.
Here's the handoff. Robinson! He has been the workhorse. 1st and goal from the Indy 10 as Jacksonville playing down to 7. Robinson will fight his way, get to the 5. We told you earlier, just a couple of weeks ago, this guy was basically the number 4 guy on the depth chart.
Got to get a little bit more refined and off to a good start.
Robinson, one of the few times he hasn't had much daylight to maneuver as he gets to the Colts 30, as that should take us to the 2-minute warning.
He's got to match the footwork to the passing concept.
Minshew is now 11 of 12 for nearly 80 yards through the air. And you think of this offense the last couple of years, so much of it was built around Fournette.
And fire that football, I think he's been on point.
Here's the undrafted rookie Robinson as he is pushed back, loses a yard, maybe 2. Phillip Rivers hoping to put his imprint on this franchise. Jacksonville gives to James Robinson as they begin their drive.
Number 2 receiver and get a lot of touches.
On 2nd and 4, Chenault, the rookie in motion. Robinson, and he is tackled. Arch, we mentioned Jay Gruden and no preseason. Our producer Jason Ross, Jim Cornell, our director, rest of our terrific CBS crew. So great to have you with us. As Gardner Minshew, the give to Robinson as they begin.
And he was supposed to be 4th on their depth chart.
Right.
4th.
Yeah. And yet here we are, right? And the Jags were supposed to lose all their games. Yet here we are.
Yeah.
So
now let's see if they can hold it, because we said they came out strong last year in the beginning of the year and then just fucking plummeted.
Yep. And that's
it wasn't last year, it was the year before.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the Jacksonville way. So maybe nobody gave the memo to the team. Shad Khan's over here taking our parking lots away for our rock festivals, trying to tank and get Trevor Lawrence, but the team didn't get the memo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You're welcome, by the way. All you got to do is say thank you. We made that happen.
Yeah. We talked so much shit.
That's exactly what it was. We literally talked it into real life. So you're welcome, Jacksonville.
Yeah. So the next one is the Bears and the Lions.
What a game. Holy shit, what a game.
Trubisky came out fucking firing there at the end. And
he woke up.
You know what? Fucking Adrian Peterson looked pretty damn good.
You look fresh for being, 35, 37?
Yeah, and I've got clips. I've got clips for days.
Midway through this first quarter, and here is Peterson up the middle. Adrian Peterson with a drive and a first down deep into Bear territory to the 31-yard line. Holding on the play, so it's now first down and 20, and Stafford with a short pass, and it's caught by Peterson out of the backfield, and he gets to about the 22 or 23-yard line. State champions. Lions starting from their 10. Adrian Peterson breaks a tackle or two, and Eddie Jackson is going to knock him out of bounds. And so far, what a pickup by the Lions. 47 yards rushing, stays in the game, play action to Peterson, and he is now on the receiving end of the pass. And Trevathan wouldn't let him get down to first down yard. Second down and 1. Here's Peterson again, and the first down, and he gets a lot more as he back in the game, play action. Stafford going underneath to Peterson, and he's tackled after a short gain.
He's been very, very impactful for the Lions.
Second down and 6, and Adrian Peterson gets a first down and more. Peterson, amazing. And they go to Peterson again, cutting upfield. Peterson gets another first down.
That one looked good.
Yeah, the old man still got it.
Yeah, he does.
And the initial shock of him going to Detroit was kind of like what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing, Adrian Peterson? You got 4,000 yards to get to be the all-time leading rusher. We don't think he's going to get it. So that means he's going to get it now, right? So he goes to Detroit. Looks fresh. He's going to be their back. He is their guy. He is their guy. He's not going to get the record, of course, but he's going to have a good season. He's going to have a resurgence there in Detroit. So I'm happy for him. Get it. He's healthy. He looks good. Plus, he's with his old OC from the early Minnesota days.
Yeah.
So there's that.
He looks really good.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. I mean, I feel bad the Lions didn't pull out that game, especially being as far ahead as they were, right off from get-go. But I'm going to blame that on not necessarily the Lions offense, but the Lions defense.
Yep. Now, and they did drop the game winner in the end zone. It was in his hands. It's their other running back. I can't think of his name, but it literally was in his hands, and he dropped it in the end zone. And that's that. They blew the game. They blew it there at the end. True Lions fashion. Lions fashion. Yep. And old Mitchell Trubisky stepping up.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about him.
He's an enigma. It's like he shows up when he wants to.
I'm glad I picked him up like the day before we started playing. I put him in as the starting quarterback because I just had this weird feeling that, and I had Tom Brady sitting in to start.
Mm-hmm.
And right before, it was the day before the game started, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something kept telling me, no, you should probably start Trubisky. And I'm like, I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to start him. And sure shit, motherfucker, put him up. Shit ton of points.
See, if you would have told me that ahead of time, you told me you had a weird feeling in your gut about starting Trubisky over Brady, I'd have been like, it's just the Mexican you ate. Don't go with that gut. It's fine. Leave Brady in there. Once again, I'd be dead wrong. So it's
I put him in, and it panned out beautifully for me.
It worked out for you. Yeah, it worked out for you.
Yeah, all right. Fucking beautiful. So the next game is the Ravens and the Browns.
Woo!
I can only say one thing about this game. Just one thing.
Brutality.
That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that entire game.
That Cleveland looked like Cleveland, huh? I mean,
yeah.
Baker Mayfield looked like he picked up where he left off. I think he was still maybe shooting a commercial for, trying to cover up the seats because it was a rainy day. Landry was non-existent. OBJ looked like shit.
Yeah.
That's never going to get old. And the defense didn't show up. And the Ravens balled out. So.
Yeah. At which we have clips of Mr. Jackson here balling out on this Lamar Jackson.
Brutality.
It's never gonna get old.
Here we go. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Offensive coordinator. He was the NFL Assistant Coach of the Year last season. Right at the end, he tried to toss it to Ingram, and Jackson got hit down low by Sendejo. Andrews shifts to the other side. Ricard, the motion man, fake the handoff. Jackson throws. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown! Mark Andrews snags it for the score. There were some hurt feelings there. Eventually, I think they worked it out, and Stefanski explained, no, you're going to get chances. Jackson, deep ball. It is caught downfield by Marquise Brown. That area that Lamar Jackson.
He allowed the rest of his teammates to get there and make the play.
Second down at 7. Jackson steps up. Jackson has room in front of him. Looking for the angle. Jackson will duck out of bounds. The question will be, is it at the first down marker? Edwards remains in there. Jackson will toss it. Hits Ricard.
The foot field position helped your offense. Defense needs to hold them on this set of downs.
First down. Going out of the pistol. Jackson hits his man on the toss to Boykin. Yeah, John Harbaugh said about Lamar, it's about process and command. Sometimes you just take what the defense gives you. There's no such thing as a bad completion. And another one to Brown downfield. 2nd and 8. Jackson, shotgun, fast-moving first half. Jackson on the move, and he connects to Marquise Brown. First down, just inside the 20-yard line. Jackson has looked accurate. Completed 5 in a row. He's 4 of 4 on the drive. Low snap. Jackson gets rid of it and hits Willie Snead. Shotgun for Jackson. Steps up. Jackson throws downfield and finds the open man. It's Willie Snead. Working out of the gun, spread it with 5. Jackson, plenty of time, and he with 29 seconds on the clock. Jackson, step. Jackson, sidearm toss. It's on the money.
We're seeing his growth already here in the first half.
9 in a row for Jackson. Jackson in trouble, gets out of it. Jackson looks. Another sideline toss. No timeouts remaining. 3rd and goal. Jackson steps and throws. End zone. Touchdown. It's Andrews. Jackson on the money. Andrews makes the adjustment. And Baltimore adds to its lead. Stanley, such a mainstay, a Pro Bowler last year for Baltimore. Jackson gets rid of it. Off his back foot to Boyd.
These are two of the most massive tackles you're going to see in the league.
Fluker 6'5", 342. Brown 6'8", 355. Jackson unloads. It's caught. Mark Andrews. Now in his 2nd year out of BYU, youngest of 7 kids. 3rd and 4. Jackson, end zone, touchdown to Snead. Lamar Jackson makes it look so easy. 19 yards. Back at M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore 31, Cleveland 6. Lamar Jackson squeezes it in.
Now, playing with a screw in his foot the entire year, gutted it out. He looks a heck of a lot better now.
3rd and 8, Jackson down the sideline. Jackson's got a first down.
The other thing about Lamar Jackson is he's so big, yet he's shifty, and he's super talented in the pocket. He could take off flat-footed and run 75 yards past you, or he can throw it 85 yards over you. right? See, he's dangerous. He's dangerous. I'm one of the ones that didn't give him a lot of credit last year. I wasn't giving a lot of credit this year. It's the Browns. I still say he's growing. He's a good quarterback, though.
Yeah.
And Baltimore looks for real.
Yeah.
If they can escape the injury bug, shit, man. Sky's the limits right now in Baltimore.
And old Marquise Brown kind of made us liars, too, because once again, we were like, we don't think he's really going to do that great this year. Well, first game, he made us look real bad.
Wrong.
He made us look real bad.
Wrong. And hypocritically, as soon as we clicked off last week, and I was like, Hollywood Brown is nothing. He's nothing. He's going to catch nothing. He's not quick. And I picked him up and I started him.
I wasn't that bad. I wasn't that bad.
Yep.
Oh, God. So
if you see real quick, we're gonna check it. We got a bunch of check-ins this morning on the feed. So it's Kristen says, let's go Cowboys. Dwayne's green and yellow all day. Jordan says, fly Eagles fly. I say, how can an eagle fly if it's on its back 8 times a game? Let's see. We got a lot of people checking in. So good morning to everybody. Tyler says that the Patriots have a big test tonight. Primetime game.
Seattle.
Yep. And I agree.
We're gonna get to that, Tyler. We'll get to our picks after we recap week 1. So the next one is the Bills and the Jets. The Bills. Once again, somebody made us a liar.
Big time. Well, we said they were good. The defense was good.
Yeah.
They're playing the Jets, but still not Jared Allen. I can never remember his first name. Josh Allen. Jared Allen's like one of my favorite.
One of those Allens.
Yeah, it's one of the Allens. But he's made us look foolish yet again. And Buffalo looks strong, man.
And I'll roll it.
20.
Empty backfield for Allen. Another short underneath throw, and that's the first catch as a Bill for Stephon Diggs.
20.
Allen running right up the middle. He's got some room across the 40. Still on his feet, angling towards the sideline and out of bounds right near the chains. Williamson out today and C.J. Mosley opting out for the entire season. 2nd and 1. Allen again keeps it himself. Escapes a tackle and reverses field with some room to run. Josh Allen with a first down. And Brown all the way to the 20-yard line. Beautiful play for 17.
You know, it looked.
Allen has started 5 for 5 for 38 yards. Sets up a screen to Dawson Knox. Knox to the 10. Singletary line up as a receiver at the top of your screen. Allen pump fakes, now fires, caught at the 5 by Brown, and he's tackled hard at the 4 by McDougal. A gain of 5. And Zach Moss, the running back. It's a play fake. Allen, he's got a wide open lane and a Buffalo touchdown. 9 rushing touchdowns last year for Josh Allen, as Ryan Bates spikes it, and the Bills are on the board first. Her pass interference is no longer a reviewable play in the NFL this year. McKenzie in motion. Allen looking to throw. Allen buying time, fires, and it's caught. A Buffalo first down. It's John Brown again.
20.
Pressure coming. Allen gets away. Steps up. He'll keep it again. He's got a first down and more. Out of bounds around the 10-yard line. McDermott signing that big contract extension is here through at least 2025. Allen has all day. End zone touchdown. Too easy for the Bills.
The NFL level, so I like the move by Brandon Beane.
Allen right back to the air, and a completion on 2nd and 10. Allen, good protection over the middle, cut by Cole Beasley. Tackled at the 48-yard line by Frankie Louvu. Let's see if they actually do go for it or just try to draw the Jets offside. They're going to go for it, and Allen's going to try to do it himself, and he does. Pushing the pile forward. 3rd and 10 for Buffalo. Allen fires right, and it's caught for another first down. Stephon Diggs, 7th play of the drive for Buffalo. Allen with a screen. Singletary reels it in inside the 20, spinning away from Shepard at the 15. Quick pass to Brown. Makes the catch, and there he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nobody home in the middle of that Jets defense, and Brown with an easy trot to the end zone. Allen in trouble. Gets away on the run. Will keep it himself. Tries to stay in bounds. We'll see where they mark him. For Greg Williams' defense. Allen throwing on first down. Wide open is Beasley. Into Jets territory and tackled at the 30.
And with our angle, we would really need to be standing right under that upright to see when that ball did cross right there. But it's very close, and I agree with you.
So now only 2 healthy running backs on the roster for the Jets. Gore and Adams. Allen throws on the run, and a sliding grab by Diggs. First down for Buffalo. Down in 9. Allen. Diggs hit hard inside the 5. 68 passing yards. Previous career high 266. And he's adding to that total right here. That is a catch for John Brown and a Buffalo first down. Looking for more here. Taking a shot for Diggs. He tracks it down. Takes a shot, but a big play as Bless Austin makes the tackle. Allen for Knox. Great adjustment and the catch. Going over Marcus Mann. A flag is down in the backfield where Josh Allen was.
Josh Allen reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger so much that it's crazy.
He does.
So much.
Yeah, he does.
A young Big Ben before the knees, before the broken nose, the motorcycle accident, the elbow injury that I guess he's had for the last 12 years. Just such raw talent, such a big dude that doesn't move fast, but he goes far. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, if he can put it all together, though, is the thing. And that's what I've said from day one with him. And the biggest example was the Houston game last year, the playoff game. I just can't let that one go. I mean, they were there, they had it, but I don't know, you know.
See, and one of the ones that I think that made him look so good was John Brown.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs Diggs did okay, but he wasn't the weapon that playing the Jets.
Right.
Playing the Jets. Diggs should have scored 20 fucking points for fantasy football.
He should have balled out. But then again, he's a nice decoy because John Brown's not a bad receiver. He's just never had anybody to take the pressure off of him. When you're the only good receiver in Buffalo since Andre Reed back in the 90s, you know, you're gonna get all the coverage. So if anything, and Diggs will wake up, I'm sure he'll get more targets. If not, you'll hear about it, just like in Minnesota last year.
They've got 2 really, really good wide receivers and a decent receiver in Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley is not a bad receiver.
He's not a bad receiver. That one of the worst mistakes Dallas has ever made, besides giving all this money to Dak, is letting Cole Beasley walk. Like, a good receiver, man. He's a good receiver. He's got good hair too.
I've never paid attention to his hair, but I guess I'll have to look. Well, now you piqued my interest.
Yep, flowing locks. It's more jealousy than anything, but still.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. All right, Mr. Clean. All right, the next one. Actually, we lost our ass on this one.
We
lost our ass on this one. Packers and Vikings.
Yeah, man. It feels. Big time. Give it again. Give it one more again. Yeah. We deserve it. You can tell our week 1 picks were it was our preseason, because
we still did okay, because I think I went like 9-5.
I think I was a little worse. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I went 9-5 on week 1. So yeah. I wasn't too bad. And we actually have some highlights of old Aaron Rodgers, which we bagged on him so fucking bad there for a while.
Man,
we bagged on him and bagged on him and bagged on him, but I'll roll the Mr. Rogers neighborhood here. God, I hate it.
Rogers with time. Flips it to Jamal Williams, who slips a tackle. And Williams gets inside the 10-yard line where it'll be first and goal. Fake to him, Rogers for Davante Adams, who has a first down at the 38-yard line. Threatening blitz, he's coming in. Pushed aside, pass complete to Adams for a first down. The blitz is coming on Rogers. It's picked up and open is Adams across the middle with room inside the 30-yard line. Davante, 2nd and 6. Wide open and getting a first down is DeGuara, the reserve tight end, the rookie. Rogers' pass is caught. Davante Adams with a first down.
Like Ben said earlier, boots on the ground.
Rogers on the move. End zone for Adams. He's got it. Touchdown Packers! Standing still and hauling it in from an active Aaron Rodgers. Was standing right there and ruled it a touchdown. Let's take a closer look at Greg at the feet. And there's one, was that right toe already down. You see, and time running out in the first half. Rodgers is going deep for Valdez-Scantling. And he's got it into the end zone. Touchdown Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
You've got to stay on top. You have just got to stay on top of that route. Quarters coverage. He's in a one-on-one situation. That quarters turns basically into man. And once Valdez-Scantling closes that cushion, right, he's even.
Rodgers catch made for a first down. And looked like a Viking jump. Free play. Valdez-Scantling has it. He has a catch inside the 2. Boy, when Rodgers sees that flag on the defense. Rodgers throws, end zone, touchdown, Davante Adams.
Understanding I need to get outside. I only have a couple moments to really get this timing down.
On 3rd and 7, wide open Lazard. Stumbles inside the 5, but makes the catch. It'll be first and goal Packers. He knows. Rodgers. Lazard. And Alan Lazard has a Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes today.
Adams, you can't cover Valdez-Scantling, and you can't cover.
Piss him off. He plays like Joe Montana. What do you want? You know, what do you
what do you want from us?
What do you want from us? I just want another Super Bowl. Okay, I'm just over here doing my best I can do. Okay. Doubting Aaron Rodgers, can he keep it up? Probably. He's Aaron Rodgers. I just don't think the Packers are that good. I don't think Minnesota's that bad. So what's going on here, Dustin? What do I do? What do we say? Good for them.
Fuck you, Packers.
Fuck you, Packers. That's it. That's it. We're gonna take the easy route on this one. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna take the super easy route, and I'm not ashamed.
No, man. It's like Rodgers is a little bit like Brady, and I'm not saying his greatness or anything like that. I'm just saying as far as he makes the people around him better, no matter who his cast is. He could take a, for lack of a better words, kind of a no-name team. Unless you're a cheesehead, you're a Packers fan, then you know every player on the team. I'm talking like on a national stage. I couldn't name you 4 Packers players right now besides Rodgers.
The only one that I knew was going to be a good player was Davante Adams.
And Adams, which ended up being a stud. But past that, I don't know who their running back is. I couldn't tell you who their stud linebacker is. I don't know who their safety is. I don't know who on their bench is, and I can't remember the coach's name. Right?
Oh God!
But they just keep rolling. They keep rolling.
They do. Now, moving on to this next game, this is one that I got right and you got wrong, and that was the Seahawks and the Falcons. At 38-25 Seahawks. Offense did good. Defense did okay.
Yeah. I wanted more. I think when I made this pick, I I picked with Seahawks aren't going to be that good. Come on now. They're good, but they're not going to look like they looked. Russell Wilson's going to lose a step. And I think the Mean Machine, a.k.a. the Atlanta Falcons, need to step up. And this is the year. Matt Ryan, he's getting older now. Julio Jones just signed a huge contract. Their coach down there is kind of on the hot seat, even though they brought him back for another year. This is the year. They put it all together in Atlanta. Plus, you got Todd Gurley. Once again, that is incorrect.
Yeah. I knew that one was going to turn out how it was going to turn out, and a lot of it was. You looking at a lot of it was coaching, and I told you, it was going to come down to Atlanta was going to lose just sheerly, not on lack of talent, but on coaching.
I don't know. All I know is I couldn't get it out of my mind when they wore all blacks. That was the first time I'd ever seen them in the all black uniform. Usually they have those white pants on. With the all black uniforms, I couldn't not think of Adam Sandler. That's it, and that's your fault. You put that in my mind. I was so distracted in that game. I was like, oh God, Paul Cruz going to come out and win this game at any point, right?
So moving to me, this was one of the biggest shockers of the entire week one.
Mm-hmm.
The Washington football team.
Woo!
Beating the Eagles.
Yeah.
27-17.
8 sacks and a shit ton of pressures on Carson Wentz. I don't know what to say.
Hard to win a game from your back.
You cannot do too many things good lying on your back. And winning a football game is definitely one of those things. Hey, here's the thing. We've never been believers in Wentz. I've said it from the get-go. He's injury prone, and if your line can't do any better than that, that's a young defense in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
If your O-line can't protect him any better than that, you should have never, ever got rid of Nick Foles. Who's your backup? Jalen Hurts. Never mind. Which we predicted by week 5 or 6 we would see him.
Yeah.
And it keeps going like that. Poor Carson Wentz isn't going to be able to be back.
He's spending more time looking at the goddamn clouds.
Oh my God, the jumbotrons are nice. Yeah,
he's sitting there talking to his offensive line. Hey, y'all see that damn bunny up in the sky?
Yeah. Is anybody
I got plenty of time to watch clouds.
Yeah. That defense in Washington, are they for real? We don't know. It's one of those things. It's week 1. It's too early to tell. But damn, 8 sacks. That's a pretty nice debut. Ron Rivera's coaching them up down there. And Dwayne Haskins, once again, making me look stupid. I said Haskins was going to be all for nothing. And, oh, look, I just got an ESPN update. The Niners have like 4 more people that are injured. Sweet.
Beautiful.
Wow. Jesus. But, yeah, Haskins looked very good, looked efficient. He didn't make the mistake. He threw the ball away when he should. He didn't force it in there.
Speaking of Dwayne, we're going to roll some footage.
Kevin.
And, Pam, that hasn't happened in a long time. By the way, great to be back with you, Pam. As always, here's Haskins on the move, and he's got a completion to McLaurin. So Terry McLaurin, who...
And just by route design, you've got everybody crossing the field left to right. So you look right there. I mean, there's absolutely nobody as he comes up out of the left side down the sideline.
So now we're just waiting on the call. Washington 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Haskins gets away from it, has room to run, and will run for a 1st down. There's a flag from the secondary as well.
As that play develops, so watch Brandon Sheriff. Watch the timing he has as he arrives. There he is. He gets the kick out. He forces the player, Nickel Roby-Coleman, up the field. It's just Tom. He's always going to do that for us.
Haskins coming back to the near side. Sims gets a good block. Room to run and a 1st down and more. Well-designed play. Just 1 catch, 16 yards. He's at the bottom of your screen, and Darius Slay on him again. Haskins looking that way. Gets it to him on the slam. McLaurin tries to break away and does. Inside the 25, and there you go. They get the ball to McLaurin. Haskins fires, and it's complete inside the 15-yard line to Inman. That's good for another 1st down. 50 seconds left. Haskins over the middle. He's got a completion. McLaurin, who is stymied the 6-yard line. Haskins over the middle. It's caught for the touchdown. Logan Thomas and Washington on the board. 2nd and 10. Quick out in the flat. It's Gibson who makes the catch, and Gibson works his way out to the 22. On 2nd down, Haskins throwing end zone. Got it! It's caught and just shy of the goal line for Washington. Another play by this Washington defense and a chance for the Washington O to take the lead. Haskins guns it over the middle. It's Thomas inside the 30, and now a little momentum. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Gibson, the running back, in motion. Couple of fakes. They're going to sling it out now to Thomas this time, and it's inside the 25 for a short gain.
To lead the Raiders 30-27.
Guess that's his theme today. Haskins somehow gets it in there at a 3rd and 8, and then the second effort. 3rd and 8. Blitz is coming. Haskins sees it, completes it. It is Inman who's got the catch for a 1st down.
Take it right, take it right.
Barber. Nope. Haskins on the keeper. Good fake. Haskins is hit inside the 10.
And he's looking good.
Man, he's efficient. He's efficient. Like I said, he didn't make the mistake. He played within himself. He looks good. The wide receivers made him look good too. Like, there wasn't a lot of drops. Washington, man. Washington's an enigma. Week 1, it's just week 1. Calm down, Washingtons. But
good win.
It's good.
It's good win.
Nice. And yeah, and you know me, I'm a uniform snob. I'm a uniform junkie. I like simple. I like plain. Those uniforms that they have are nice. I seen they're wearing their all whites today. Dynamite. Just saying. I like plain. I like simple. You know me.
So the next one is, and I really don't have a whole lot to say about this game because it was the dumbest game of the entire week 1. Chargers and Bengals.
Man, you know.
Shit team against shit team. Chargers fucking suck. The Bengals still fucking suck.
The Bengals are still not a good team, and we've already got take 2 on the Bengals, right?
They're 0-2.
They're 0-2, but Burrows is coming around.
They just lost to Cleveland.
Oh, man, for shame. For shame.
They just lost to Cleveland.
Yeah, it's going to be a long season. We predicted that. We got that one right? Burrows seems to be the real deal.
Burrows, 0-16 still.
That's got to suck.
Oh, the Battle of Ohio.
Yeah.
The Browns won.
Yeah, the Browns won. And I don't know. That not to get off track on that Bengal game, but that Browns-Bengals game was a good fucking game. It's a lot better than the Chargers-Bengals from last week. The Chargers are not a good team. They are not.
Taylor is not a good quarterback.
No,
he's got that rookie quarterback. Please let him play.
Taylor has had so many chances to kind of step up and be the guy somewhere, except for Baltimore. And then 2 years later, they get rid of Flacco anyway. So he might have been the guy eventually in Baltimore, if not for Lamar Jackson. But he's just there, right? He's like Fitzpatrick. He's just there. He's a good placeholder, but he's not your guy. You need to get Justin Herbert in there now while you still have kind of a chance in this division because the Raiders are looking good. The Chiefs are, of course, looking good. Who knows with Denver right now?
Yeah. So this is the one that I've been waiting for. This is the one I've been waiting for.
Okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
Tom Brady sucks ass. 2 fucking interceptions. 2.
Yeah. 1 a pick 6 that he just – did you see the replay back on that? He threw it, and he just did the Brady. He just put his head down. He didn't even attempt. He didn't take a step. He didn't look to see if somebody was going to blindside him.
Same shit, because that's exactly how we lost the AFC playoff game to the Titans last year. If you remember, we were up. It was towards the end of the game, but we were sitting on the 5-yard line on the for the Titans.
Yep.
and he threw a fucking pick six, and they walked that bitch right into the end zone.
Yep. He's. I'm not ready to call him a system quarterback.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what I told everybody: Brady cannot play in heat.
We've said that.
Never been able to play in heat.
We've said
every time we lost to a team in Florida, it was at their stadium. Every time we lost to Miami, we never lost to Miami at home. Yep. It was in Miami. If we lost to Jacksonville, it was in Jacksonville. If we lost to Tampa Bay, it was in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he
cannot play in heat.
Cali boys, we don't like humidity. We like nice, dry, warm heat where we can feel our balls in our hands slipping out of your hands because of humidity. Footballs, of course. Yeah, he's not a warm weather playing type of guy. He's been in Foxborough for 20 years. Before that, he went to college in Michigan. You know,
he's not. He's just not.
I think he read the wrong brochure about retiring in Florida. I think he picked up the wrong one. You're in the wrong spot. Yeah, give it 2 more years.
He went to Tampa Bay to have complete and total control. That's what he wanted.
And he
got
does.
what he wanted.
Yeah, he does, but at what price? There'll be a time, and Bruce Arians has already come out, and he did what BA does. He's the man. He talks shit. Bruce Arians he did it with Roethlisberger. He did it with Luck. He did it with Peyton Manning. All his quarterbacks through the years, he's all greats, and he's always said, yeah, he's all right. Could have done better. What about that pick six? I didn't see him running. You know, time will tell. And that's kind of what Arians said about Brady. Then, of course, the media, everybody jumped on us. Oh, Bruce Arians doesn't like Tom Brady, and it's like, no, he's just Bruce Arians, just a hard ass.
No, I mean, I'll give it to Brady. He started to pull it together in the end of the third and into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
they started to surge back, but it wasn't enough.
Was not enough. And by that time, New Orleans was locked in. They were locked in so much they just started handing the ball off to Cam and Kamara and Alvin Kamara, and Kamara just run over that Tampa defense. And what is it? And I know that Evans was hurt, but he had one target or one catch. He didn't have a good game.
Like that, no.
And now Godwin's did. But he's out now. He's out today.
Ooh.
Yeah. So here we go. Like, this is exactly what I said. Is it on paper? You guys looked marvelous.
All right, Gronk, you better pull it up.
Yep. Gronk had 3 targets, 2 catches, but he blocked his ass off. So he's doing exact opposite of what we thought he would do. Game 1, anyways. And it was the Saints. You got to give the Saints the credit as much as I don't want to. Saints look good. But that running game looked good. It wasn't what we are accustomed to see with Drew Brees throwing it around for 500 yards a game, but
now this next one, and I hate that I was right because I called this one, and this is one where I was right and you were wrong.
Yeah.
It was the Cardinals and 49ers.
You said coin flip, and it literally
was
like that way. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was a coin flip, but I kind of felt like the Cardinals were going to get the edge. Because of your injuries. You guys are being just plagued with fucking injuries.
Yep.
And that's what's hurting you. If you would have had a fresh 49ers team with your starting receivers and everything good, you would have won that game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no doubt. We come out of
that game.
Niners come out of the gates swinging. It could have easily been 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Play calling is a little suspect. It's one of my biggest concerns / bitches with Kyle Shanahan. He did it with the Falcons in the Super Bowl against the Patriots. He just shut it down when you get comfortable. It happened last year in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Shut it down when you get comfortable. You start going away from your game plan. We were running not all over the Cardinals, but they were running on the Cardinals with Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert is our guy. I wish they would just finally make that official. I understand we have a 3-headed monster back there. 4 if you count Jeff Wilson, who's more of a special teams guy, but he's also a burner that not too many people know about.
Yeah.
But Mostert is our guy. Mostert is so run heavy the first 2 quarters, and then you don't hear his name again because he's on the bench because they're giving Tevin Coleman, which is he's battling issues right now, health issues, and then you also have a Jerick McKinnon in the return. I just think right now they need to just run that ball with Raheem Mostert. It's what you do. You have Trent Williams replacing Joe Staley on the line. Line still looks good. Daniel Kilgore is out again, so the center position is still up in the air. That line is still great, but now the injuries are killing us. No Deebo Samuel last week. No Brandon Ayuk last week. Kittle goes down with what we are now learning is a very not good knee sprain that's going to keep him out at least 3 weeks. It's not just this week anymore. It's now up to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Secondary didn't look great. The defense was quiet, and that's attributed to Kyler Murray. Let's just not say, even as a Niners fan, I can admit that the Niners weren't just bad. Kyler Murray I think is going to make a lot of people look foolish because he takes almost an 8 to 10 step drop. And you can only block for so long, and then he just finds a lane, and he's so fast and explosive. Because of his size, he can just take off. He's the most athletic quarterback in the league. And let's not even talk about Denard Hopkins, 15 catches,
And we're going to roll that footage.
Oh, I was hoping we'd skip past this part.
Oh.
I got you.
3rd down and 6. Here comes that pressure.
Yep.
Murray to the sideline. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Does he have the first down yardage? Emmanuel Mosley with the tackle right at the sticks. And on 1st down, Hopkins twisting out of traffic. And Hopkins with another 1st down to the 36. Fred Warner on the tackle.
Team 7. Kevin?
Carissa thanks. Kyler Murray pacing as he finds DeAndre Hopkins at the Niner 39. Emmanuel Mosley shoves him out there.
Alert screener draw.
From the 45, Murray to the sideline. There's Hopkins who makes the catch. 2nd and 10 for the 43. Here's Hopkins, and Hopkins gets down there, and I have to run this up there quickly to spike it. 5 seconds, no timeouts left for Arizona. 2nd and 17. Murray to the sideline. There's Hopkins, a little toe tap near the 40 in front of Richard Sherman. 4-man rush from Murray as he fires to Hopkins, and he's finding DeAndre Hopkins with regularity. That usually means good things. 49-yard line of the Niners for a 1st down. 4 receivers to the bottom of your screen. And DeAndre Hopkins, the only guy up top, and he makes the catch to the 20-yard line.
Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who once quarterbacked by the great Dieter Brock.
Off play action on 1st down. It's Kyler Murray back to work, and there's DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th catch of the day. And he's out to the 41-yard line, 18 yards through the air. Quan Alexander on the stop. The ball in the air when that occurs. Murray, swing pass Hopkins. And DeAndre Hopkins to the 26, about a yard shy of the 1st down. On 2nd and 10, 49ers bring pressure. Hopkins breaks the tackle, and Hopkins with a 1st down to the bottom of the screen on 3rd down. Murray, pressure coming. Open is Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins with running room inside the 10. Hopkins inside the 5. Touchdown. Arizona back on top. 34 yards for DeAndre Hopkins.
What do you say? How do you stop that? And looking back at those clips, I see it. I see that Sherman was gimpy all around the field. Like, I see it now.
Hopkins made Sherman look like a bitch.
Yeah, like
straight up bitch.
I now see it. So injuries abroad, and it's not getting any better for the Niners.
And here's the thing. Hopkins is probably at least he's top 3, if not the best wide receiver in the NFL.
I've got him number 1 over Michael Thomas. He's
one of the fucking best, if not the best. I mean, hands down. You can't say anything about it. And you just gave Kyler Murray a serious fucking weapon.
Yes.
And he just showed you that he's going to use it.
And he knows how to use it. Overall, injuries aside, I'm going to take this 49ers loss being my fault. 49er, great, like, just the whole nation. I'm going to go ahead and say right now, and this is why. You know me, I'm superstitious. My new hat, right? I was like, yeah, this could start the season out right. We're going to wear that. Get that shit out of here. We're going back. We're going back to what got us last year, the Kyle Shanahan hat. We got to start. We're going to wear it today. We're going to beat the Jets, and we'll see you in February, I hope. Just not at the Pro Bowl.
Well, moving on. We were both very wrong on this one. The Cowboys lost to the Rams. It was close.
It was close.
It was close.
It was close. And a really, really questionable PI there at the end of that game doesn't make for the whole game. Not one play, one bad call make for a whole game. Cowboys missed a lot of opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
But that call at the end of the game was very, very bad. The bad call. I think Jalen Ramsey got the old benefit of the doubt treatment. You know, it's Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and who knows if Dallas would have scored there, right? Could have not, but they had the opportunity. So I don't feel bad. It's Cowboys being the Cowboys.
And once again, the Cowboys only had 2 standouts during that whole game. And it was exactly who we knew it was going to be. Zeke.
Yep.
And CeeDee Lamb.
Yep. And that's not enough for me from Dak. He was efficient. He's doing all the right things, saying all the right things, but that is not $35 million play right there.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not. And this is going to be the story all year this year. I'm going to talk about this every week on this show, right up until they sign him, probably in week 12 to this big-ass contract, because the Cowboys are going to be, you know, maybe 8-2 at one point in the season. They're going to buy in. There you go. There you go. Get it, Dallas. Still the same old Cowboys doing the same old shit. New coaching staff, same results.
Yep, exactly. So and the bad thing is I had some highlights, but they're not even really worth rolling. So we're gonna skip over it and go into talking about our last 2 games. This one I was wrong. You were right. The Steelers and the Giants. 26-16. You know, I really thought Saquon Barkley was going to do a lot better than what he did. I thought, you know, with what the Giants had. Now I'm going to put down on this that this was not a player fault, but a coaching fail. This was a hardcore coaching fail. And if this is how the Giants are going to be coached,
4-12, here we come.
Or worse.
Now, with the Barkley thing, of course, I picked the Steelers in this because I believe in that Steeler defense, and I believe in Ben Roethlisberger. I believe that Ben is still that guy. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see Ben winning. I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm just saying Ben winning the MVP this year. He's throwing for 5,000 yards, which he's done twice quietly, 2 or 3 times in his career. He has the keys. He has the receivers. He has the running back all of a sudden in Benny Snell. James Conner goes down with the injury early in the game. Benny Snell steps up, has 2 huge runs, has a 100-yard game quietly. Next thing you know, the Steelers defense is just swarming Daniel Jones, who looks like Eli Manning out of nowhere. But the Saquon Barkley thing shocked me. I didn't think he was going to have a great game. I didn't think he was going to go 15 carries for 6 yards. Sorry, fantasy owners.
Yeah. I'm glad I didn't spend my first round pick on
right. Yeah, I'm glad somebody auto drafted him in our draft, because I probably would have tried to pick him up. It's just one game, but I think that just it's a testament to how good that Steelers D really is. All the way around. They do not have a weakness. Secondary, for the first time in a very long time, the Steelers have a very strong secondary. Linebacking is always going to be Steeler U, and the defensive line, it's always going to be something that it's there in Pittsburgh, and they have all that clicking all at the same time right now. Dare I say, best defense in the league over San Francisco. That's saying something. Like I just think Bud Dupree, Baby Watt, they're just gonna swarm. They're gonna swarm, and it's gonna be a long season if you play the Steelers. Big test for Pittsburgh is divisional play. Yep.
So the last game, and this one actually shocked me, was the Titans and the Broncos. I thought that this was going to be a straight like runaway ass whooping, and Titans were going to just fucking destroy them, and it wasn't. It was 16-14.
Yes, and I thought I was right there with you.
To me, the Titans did not look as good as they did in the playoffs.
No, they and you chalk it up once again as first game of the season going against somebody besides your own defense, but still, like, they didn't look explosive. They just looked pedestrian. And I say, if not for the Broncos being beat up on the defensive end, i.e. Von Miller, it might be a different game. When your field goal kicker misses 3 field goals and an extra point, you should not have the opportunity to still win it with 30 seconds left. That should never happen. And my God, you called that. Remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, why did the Patriots release Stephen Gostkowski? You're like, because he sucks. He's in Tennessee. You're wrong. He's awesome. I'm wrong. God damn. That's terrible, man.
I told you.
Terrible.
Why we got rid of him.
Yeah, like, my God.
Costed us, like 3 out of the, we went, I mean, last year, 3 of the games that we lost was due to hit, or not last year, but the year before, because last year we had Folk. The year before, the reason that we lost, and we went, I think we went 11-5. 3 of those losses were because he missed game-winning field goals.
Yeah.
And 2 of those games, he missed over 2 field goals in the whole damn game.
I'm shocked. Kickers come and go. Kickers' bad days come and go. Chris Boswell, speaking of the Steelers, Boswell for the Steelers was just a stud as a rookie. Had 3 great years and then stunk it up 1 year and come back to kind of rebound last year. Like, kickers like that come and go. Stephen Gostkowski I always put him up here with the Vinatieri's and the Justin Tuckers and the Gary Andersons of the game.
He was at one time.
Yeah, just ice in his veins. And then I watched what happened Monday night, and I was like, maybe it's warm water in your veins. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our recap of week 1. Now is the time to make our choices for week 2.
I'm ready.
Starting off,
redemption.
Starting off. Yeah, I won week 1.
Yeah,
not by much, but
not by much, but you got me.
Week 2, first game up, Patriots versus the Seahawks. This one's gonna be a tough one.
This one is one of the harder picks this week. You want to go first, or you want me to go first? Or?
I'll go first. So, and this is not because I'm doing a homer pick. It's because I feel like the Seahawks I feel like Pete Carroll, not the Seahawks team, but I think Pete Carroll is going to greatly underestimate the Patriots. I think he's going to underestimate our defense, and I think he's going to underestimate Cam Newton. And that's ultimately what's going to win the game. And it's going to be a fucking coin toss. It's going to be another fucking 49ers Arizona game. It's going to be close. It's going to be tight. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be emotional. But I think the Patriots are gonna best them towards the end.
Yeah. Pete Carroll forever is going to be the scapegoat in that Super Bowl loss. The Marshawn Lynch gate. You should have ran it, which I agree. You should have ran it with beast mode down there. So every time the Patriots play, the Seahawks, that's what it's always going to be. Seahawks look really good. Russell Wilson looks really good. You cannot throw the ball on New England like you can in Atlanta. It's going to be a whole different monster. Running the ball is going to be different. That defense in New England is just it's top 3. I think it's top 3 behind Pittsburgh, San Francisco, New England, right? Top 3 defense. I've got the Patriots in not as close of a game as we think, and not because of Cam. I think Cam is going to get happy feet. I think he'll run a little bit. I think he's going to have a long day passing, but still the Patriots pull it out. I just don't see Seattle being able to do what they do normally against the Patriots defense, and that's the only reason why I'm picking the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that one. So moving on, Lions and Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Yeah, me too. No explanation necessary. I would like to say Detroit's for real, and they just goofed, but no, I'm gonna take the Packers in this one.
I'm taking Packers. That's a pretty easy one. Next one, Steelers and Broncos. I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Taking Pittsburgh. Yep.
Pittsburgh. We're gonna take Pittsburgh. That's a pretty easy one. Next one, this is another one. 49ers and Jets. Niners.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy for me. Like they're so beat up. Just real quick, listen to their injury report. Deebo Samuel gone for 3 weeks. George Kittle now gone for 3 weeks. Brandon Ayuk and Mohamed Sanu are going to be your 2 wide receivers. We don't know what we have in them. That's 2 new players to the team. Who's going to be able to back up with Kittle being gone? Defensively, Jason Verrett's not playing. D Ford's not playing. Richard Sherman's out for 4 weeks. Depleted. That's going to put all the attention on Baby Bosa, and we've seen it from last year. When you put double and triple team him, he's human. He's not going to be able to get that pressure. Biggest factor in this game is Jimmy Garoppolo has to step up. He has to start hitting his targets. He consistently threw behind receivers last week. My gut tells me the Jets in an upset. My heart says I got the Niners.
I'm going to go with Niners.
Yeah.
The Jets suck ass.
They do, though. They do so bad.
If the Niners lose,
we're in trouble.
Done.
We're in trouble.
You're done. Yeah, you're in deep shit.
Also, the other factor is the travel. Like, we're in New York for the next 2 weeks, so they're displaced for 2 weeks in a row. We got the Jets in New York this week, Giants in New York next week. So they're staying somewhere in New Jersey. I got the Niners. I got the Niners because I can't not, but I'm bothered by this one. I'm worried. Help.
Help. Help.
Dustin, can you play wide receiver?
Maybe.
I can't either. They're fucked. Oh, God.
15 minutes until I get hit one good time. Oh, my back.
Yeah. My knee.
We're tired. Oh, shit. So, moving on. Rams and Eagles. I'm going to go with the Rams.
I've got the Rams in this one as well. I just don't see anything good out of Philly right now.
No, I think Jalen Ramsey's going to shut down that offense completely.
And I predict, yes, I'm with you there, and I predict Jalen Hurts makes his debut today, whether it be injury or just a gadget play. Jalen Hurts era starts today.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Next one, Vikings and Colts. I'm going to go with the Vikes.
I got Minnesota in a rebound game, yes.
Yep. I got the Vikings in that one. Let's see. The next one, Bills and Dolphins. I'm going to go with the Bills again.
I also have Buffalo.
Yep, I'm going to go with Buffalo. Giants and Bears. Going with the Bears.
I have the Giants in a bounce back. I don't believe in Trubisky. I don't believe in him. And Khalil Mack's name's not even been mentioned. His baby brother's got more clout than he does this week on the stat line because they just brought him up from the practice squad, which he's a Bear as well. I prove me wrong, Chicago. I've got New York in this one.
I'm gonna go with Chicago all the way on this one. Next one, Falcons and Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Me too. And that brings a big smile to my face knowing Dallas could go 0-2.
Mean machine. Oh, okay. So next one. Panthers and Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Panthers.
Me as well. I'm taking Carolina in this one.
Yep, I'm going to go with Carolina. I think Buccaneers are going to go 0-2. And it's
injuries.
It's look good.
Yeah, Godwin being out, and you don't know how healthy Evans is, unless Gronk straps it on today. It's gonna be a long day.
Yep. It's going to be a real long day for them. Next one, Jaguars and Titans. I'm gonna go with the Jags.
You gonna pick Jacksonville in this
one?
I
am. I'm gonna pick Jacksonville.
I want to.
Tennessee.
I want to, but I think you got to look at history. Derrick Henry's 2 biggest 99-yard runs in his career has been against Jacksonville. He owns that defense. When it was good, he owned that defense. I've got the Titans in a close one, but I got the Titans.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville. Next one, Washington football team against Arizona. I'm going to go with Arizona.
Yeah, I think that defense is good. I don't think it's 49ers good. And look what happened last week with, Kyler Murray. I picked the Cardinals. Cardinals all the way on that one.
Yep. Next one, Chiefs and Chargers. That's a fucking no-brainer.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Kansas City. Chiefs. Next one, Ravens and Texans. And I'm going to go Ravens.
I got Baltimore.
Yep. Next one, Saints and Raiders. This one's a tough one.
This is the game.
Is a tough one.
This is the game.
This is a very tough one.
This opens Las Vegas right here. Excuse me. This is the first official game in Vegas. There is everything going for Oakland. Jesus Christ. For the Las Vegas Raiders. Michael Thomas is out for what I think is a very extended amount of time. At least 3 weeks they put him on the IR. I've read reports that say it's worse. Drew Brees looked pedestrian last week, and you cannot rely on Emmanuel Sanders to catch a ball when it's time to shine.
I'm gonna go with Vegas.
I'm going with the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes.
I'm going with Vegas.
Yes. They can't win them all, but they're gonna definitely start 2-0.
Yeah, I think they're going to upset the Saints, and I think Vegas is going to win this one.
Yep.
Just hands down. So now we're at the point of we're getting into the good old rumors, and the first one I'm going to pull up. This one's not even on your list, but I'm just going to throw it in there.
Throw it in there.
I'm going to throw it in there. Is the Patriots are going to trade for one of two wide receivers.
Give me the names.
They're going after one of the two, and I think it's going to be Allen Robinson or OBJ. I think we're going to go for Allen Robinson. Unless somebody beats us out.
Yep.
I think we're going to get Allen Robinson.
And I agree with you 100%. I don't think Beckham's going anywhere, and I don't
he's
think
going somewhere. They're going to get rid of him. They're done with him.
I don't think in the near future. I think it's going to be maybe trade deadline week 6. Maybe that's when he'll go. Probably to the Niners.
Before week 6, OBJ is going to be out of Cleveland.
You think he'll be gone beforehand? I think he's going.
I think he'll be gone the next 4 weeks.
I think if he goes anywhere, he goes to the Niners. I don't know how to feel about that. I think he's good. I don't think he's great. He's definitely not worth what they're asking for him. I agree with this with Robinson to the Patriots, though. It's perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect fit. They have the cap space. They have the draft picks. They have everything that could possibly ship to the other side for this guy. I agree with you there. And I think it's going to happen, too. I think it's more than a rumor.
Yeah,
I think it's more than a rumor.
I do, too. I think he will. I think Allen Robinson will end up a New England Patriot in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to happen.
I agree.
So
I agree.
The 49, and now that we're kind of talking about the 49ers and speaking of OBJ going there, the 49ers injuries are just...
It's unreal. It's unreal. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know what I'm speechless on it. Like literally every time an alert goes off on my phone.
Open tryouts for
exactly.
the 49ers.
And even the Mohamed Sanu signing, which I'm lukewarm to. I'm not.
Oh, you did sign Sanu?
Sanu's official. He'll play today. He's active. It's going to be Mohamed Sanu, and Brandon Ayuk will make his rookie debut today.
Which we both said that Sanu was going to end up.
We did from the jump because it's a love affair between him and Shanahan. These injuries are unprecedented. I've never seen in my life a team, just put the Niners to the side, any team that is just cannot keep a wide receiver healthy. The only reason why we signed Sanu, not the only reason, but we signed Sanu because Richie James went down. That's like the 4th or 5th wide receiver that's went down for us. Now you got the defensive side hurting. Jason Verrett still can't get on the field. 2 years as a Niner and has not put the pads on for a game yet. It won't happen again this week. Richard Sherman's done with what is rumored is that he aggravated that Achilles injury, and he's doing what he should have done a couple years back in Seattle when he ended up popping it ultimately. They're saying he's shutting it down for at least 3 weeks just to make sure. I ain't mad at that. Get healthy.
Yeah.
D Ford is the one that worries me because, like I said earlier, I touched on it just a little bit. D Ford and Quan Alexander make the room for Bosa to get around the edge. Without both of them, it's gonna be a long day. Like I'm worried about these. I'm worried about these injuries, and then it's not injury related, but Jimmy Garoppolo is not up to speed yet. He needs to be better. He needs to do better. He needs to start being more accurate. What's wrong with overthrowing somebody as opposed to underthrowing? Like I said last week, I'm shocked he didn't throw 3 picks last week. He come out of there with 0 picks, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's lucky because underthrows is when you end up, turning interceptions.
Yeah, a little bobble here, a little, linebacker stepping into the route there. I'm concerned with what's going on in San Francisco. Now, the silver lining to that is got the Jets and the Giants the next 2 weeks, and then the schedule gets a little rougher. If we could just be healthy for the back half of the 8 on the schedule, we'll be okay. Because you got Dallas, you got New Orleans, you got Pittsburgh, you got the Rams again. You're going to have the Seahawks twice. You're going to have the Cardinals one more time. Man, targets on your back for sure. Injuries are not helping the Niners.
No, and like I say, if they lose to the Jets, the year's over. Like, you might as well count it off unless you could seriously turn it around and start pulling in some fucking. You do open tryouts. You start finding some crazy ass fucking athletic dude that's like been working at Subway for the last 6 years.
Something. Here's a crazy idea. You use those 3 running backs and just turn into a running team. Turn into a running team. Yeah. The Niners have always been about the run game. Just nobody ever sees it because it was overshadowed by that Jerry Rice guy and that Joe Montana guy, right? And the T.O. and we've had a couple great receivers over the years. But there's always been a steady running game because you can't set up your passing game without a good running game.
Yeah.
We have it. We have one of the premier running backs, I believe, in the league. He just hasn't got his shine yet in Raheem Mostert.
Yeah.
Run it down the Jets' throats today. Please don't lose. God, please don't lose.
I think I would be doing. I'd be in the same position. I really would.
No.
God, I hope for the best for the 49ers today.
And they've got the noon game, so as soon as we're done here, I'll be right in front of my couch, just kind of sitting there, nervously pacing back and forth.
Yeah, I really hope for a better 49ers game this week. So the next one is we're going back to it. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Is he shit?
No.
Is it the Giants' offensive line, or is the Steelers? Are they just that damn good?
I believe the Giants' offensive line needs help. I don't believe Barkley is that bad. I think the Steelers' defense is that good. I think they're that good. They've been in the mediocre, in the middle of the pack, 8-8, 9-7. For the last 3 to 4 years. They've drafted middle of the pack. They've got really good linebackers in that draft. The Bud Duprees of the world, the TJ Watts of the world. He was a higher draft pick. He fell into their lap. And they've also built their secondary up. And that's a big deal in Pittsburgh because over the years, they've had okay secondary play, but they've not had a shutdown corner since Rod Woodson. They've not had a shutdown safety since Carnell Lake. And these are old names I'm throwing out from back in the 90s. They've had guys like Ike Taylor and Sammy Mitchell, that have been good complement players, but they've never been lockdown guys. They finally have a cohesive secondary to take some of that pressure off the linebacking core to have to drop back every damn play to make sure they're covering down the field. I think the Steelers' defense is just that damn good. There's no way Saquon Barkley just forgot how to hit a hole. You know what I mean? Like
I agree with you.
Yeah, I think though he'll bounce back, but my God, 15 attempts, 6 yards. That's Madden. That's Madden stats right there. This doesn't happen.
No, I think I think Saquon Barkley's on a shit team.
There's that too. There is that too.
That's just bottom line. He's on a shit team. The Giants are shit. That's all there is to it.
And it sucks because he's immense talent. Could you imagine him on any other team? Any other team?
Oh yeah.
Imagine him in Dallas behind that line. I think I've said that before. Saquon Barkley in Dallas behind that line.
Imagine him with him. Imagine him in fucking San Francisco, New England,
anywhere.
Anywhere. Fucking shit. At this point, even Jacksonville.
Right. Like the Giants just need to help him out a little bit. And it's not only it's not the line, but they don't have receivers either. There's no receiving core in New York. They didn't think about when they traded Beckham away to the Browns.
Sterling Shepard. That's it.
Sterling Shepard, and that's it. And he's
one person. Okay, double team him. He's fucked. You're fucked.
He's done. It's over.
You don't have any other wide receivers other than Sterling Shepard, and that's it. Sterling Shepard should have went to New England when they gave him that offer.
I
just should have went to New England when he got that fucking big ass offer from New England. He turned it down.
It's the Giants, man. It's the Giants.
Fucking idiot. Now you're stuck on a shit team with no fucking help, and you and Saquon Barkley are the only two good players on the entire fucking roster.
Yep. And if you get double teamed, they're going to just turn around and hand it off to Barkley. And without a line there in New York, you can't. It could be a long season. Daniel Jones looked sharp at times. They had that 99-yard drive right before half, and then he threw a terrible pass into the end zone. It got picked. That was that. That game ended there. Like, it was over. Ben locked in, and it was over.
Yep. And that's pretty much all she wrote on that one. Moving into the next topic is all TB12. We talked about a little bit about it earlier, and I'm still on the same path. Is he cannot play in the fucking heat? He can't.
I think.
The bad thing was I thought, because he got there early, he'd been practicing, got you thinking that he was going to get used to it. I know we said before that we thought Tampa Bay was going to get the playoffs, which they still could.
Yeah.
So we're only 1 week in, but if he continues to play in Tom Brady typical fashion, and not being able to handle the heat and throwing interception after interception after interception, you're going to be lucky if you go 8-8.
Yeah. Man,
guess what, Tampa? You signed him for 2 years.
2 years, which means he's going to be another year older. I don't think it's panic mode right now in Tampa. I just think it's overhyped, and I've said it from the jump. When they have the Bucks beating the Niners, beating the Saints to go to the Super Bowl, I said, pump the brakes. They're good. They're really good, but there's going to be injuries. There's going to be no preseason, so they're not even used to each other yet. And better than anybody, Tom Brady is a route Nazi. Like, you run your route to precision because as soon as you're coming out of your break, the ball's already in the air. Yeah. Julian Edelman is not out there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what Brady likes. It's just not there yet. Plus, there's injuries. The injury bug's going to eat him up. Like I said, Godwin's out for a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Evans is not healthy, and Gronk, it's his time to shine. Yeah. I don't think it's panic mode in Tampa. I do think Brady's in a little bit of trouble. I think he'll look pedestrian this year.
Now, if they come in and they beat the Panthers today, I might be like, okay.
Yeah, okay. He has one of those.
We might just had a bad game. It was a one-off type thing. Yep. Everybody has a bad game. I don't care how good you are, how much of a badass you are. You're going to have a bad game or two throughout the season. That's that's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
But if he loses to the Panthers, and then if they go like 0-3, he can't do the heat.
Brady has never started 0-2 in his career. Never started 0-2 in his career. Yeah, and the last time that the Patriots and Tom Brady both lost in the same week, it was a weird set. The last time the Patriots won week 1 and Tom Brady wasn't the quarterback was when he was a senior at Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many things that it always leads back to New England, and it's always going to lead back to New England. So they're in trouble, but don't panic kind of type deal. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're in trouble. Don't panic. It's just a fire.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. They lose to Carolina. Look
it's
out.
Not looking good.
No.
Yeah. So Diego's week 1 takeaways.
Here's my week 1 takeaway for everybody. Let's see if I can find it in my phone. Let's see. I have it saved because I seen it and I laughed very hard because this is exactly what we do as fans, right? Week 1, no preseason. Here's Diego's week 1 takeaways from the NFL. Tom Brady should retire. DeAndre Swift has fantastic hands, which is the running back that dropped that touchdown in the end zone for Detroit. Jaguars 16-0, baby. Minshew MVP. Browns are going to have a repeat of their 2017 season, which this is supposed to be sarcastic, but after Thursday night, it could be true because the Browns, on Sunday and then Thursday night, the Browns balled out. The football team is winning their division, and the Vikings defense is absolutely Swiss cheese. Those are my takeaways from week 1. Like I said, it's more of a parody, but there's some truth in there.
There is.
There's a little bit of truth in there. Of course, Tom Brady shouldn't retire.
Yes, that I agree with.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree with the fact that I think Washington will take their division.
I think it's up to today. If what happens today, if they're just a flash in the pan, we'll see today. If they're for real, we'll see today. They got a different coach, a coach they've not had since probably Joe Gibbs the first time around, and Ron Rivera, that kind of does what he wants, and he doesn't care what Daniel Snyder says. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to build this football team, starting with defense. Rivera was on the 85 Bears team, right? He knows defense. Who besides Buddy Ryan, who else which he was coached by Buddy Ryan in that nasty Bears defense. Who else would you want to run your defense? Maybe Dick LeBeau, right? But Rivera's got that defense pumping. You win defense, you win championships with defense. I think Washington football team could win that division. Still, Dwayne Haskins, I'm still not sold on. The Vikings defense look like shit. That is kind of real, like with Aaron Rodgers and his supporting cast. The poor DeAndre Swift, I think it's just a one-time thing. He may never drop a ball ever again. It's just the Lions.
I would hope not for him.
Yeah, right. And then, of course,
for his playing time, I would hope not.
Yeah, and the Jags aren't going to go 16-0. Minshew won't win the MVP, but everything.
Actually, that takes us right into the next topic: is the Jaguars.
Yep. I'm sorry.
Toasty.
Yeah. We have bagged. This is like episode 7, 8, 9, something like that. We have bagged on that man with his luscious locks and mustache for the entire time. The whole Jaguars franchise, we have said, good luck, hate it for you, love your uniforms, love the city, but you guys are going 0-16 for the next long time. And then they go and they not just beat, but they come back and beat the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
Minshew, I can't get enough. 19 for 20, 175.
Did not mean to do that.
It's ouch. Yeah. Toasty. What do you say? Exactly. What do you say about Jacksonville? Once again, this week will for real.
He shut me up.
Exactly. It shut us both up. I've
got a big fucking mouth, and he shut me up.
You were out of town. You were doing other things, and I was closely watching these games. And I texted you, and I was like, "Oh my God, do you see what's about to happen?" And then it happened. Oh my God! I said Jacksonville won. No, they didn't. I said, "No, they did. No, they did. Yeah." And it was in convincing fashion. I don't know what to say, but Jacksonville could get blown out 75-0 today. Minshew looked like garbage, and I'll be right back on the Jacksonville sucks train. But right now, I just have to quietly sit here and take what I've earned.
Yeah, that's why I'm going for them.
Yep. Yeah,
I hope they do win.
Could you imagine?
You can see the spark in my eye.
I see it. I picked against them today, but part of me, I want them to win too. But I need to catch up with you stat line. I needed to pick against them, but I kind of hope they win. Jacksonville going 2-0 and Tampa Bay going 0-2. What's the world coming to? And possibly the Niners going 0-2? What is going on?
We said it in the beginning of the season because of no preseason and COVID opt-outs.
Yep.
This was going to change a lot of things.
Yep.
And you may see teams that normally would not even be mentioned for playoffs. You might see them actually doing the damn thing. You might see it.
Is Jacksonville that team? We'll see. But hey, I stand corrected.
Yeah. So moving into the next one, which me and you have been harping on this team, not in a bad way. We've been praising them ever since we started this show as the Cardinals.
Yep. It's been a Cardinals bandwagon, sort of. Like, if they weren't in the Niners division, I'd probably be higher on them, but I don't want to, because
well, yeah, because it's your division.
It's my division. Like,
yeah.
But they're such a good team. Like,
I mean, that's like me. I don't want to be high on Buffalo because it's my division.
Exactly.
I have to give them, when props are due.
I have to give the Cardinals for everything that, even past me, putting my bias aside, you listen to all these other shows, all these other talk shows, reporting, ESPN, all the NFL Network, all that shit. Everybody says Niners blew it. Niners are injured. Niners are this. Niners are that. What about the Cardinals just flat fucking balling out and beating the Niners? Not like they were down for a minute. Like, the Niners had a chance just to blow it open easily in the first quarter. But the Cardinals kept coming. Even late in the game, the Niners took a lead. Late in the game, Cardinals drove down. They had two drives that were over 75 yards.
Correct.
Right? You didn't lose that game. The Cardinals won that game.
I think the Cardinals are that good.
I do too.
I really do.
I do too.
And I think we're going to see Cardinals in the playoffs.
I do too. I think.
I don't know if they're going to win the division. They got a damn good chance, being that they beat San Francisco.
Yeah. With the Niners' problems aside, Seattle's still tough. LA, who knows what the hell that's going on in LA? Are they real?
I think no matter what, whether they win it or wild card, they're going to get one or the other.
Yeah.
They're going to either win it or they're going wild card.
I could see this division having 4 teams at 500 or above, no losing record.
Yeah.
Like, it could be the Niners at 8-8, could be the Rams, could be the Cardinals. I think the Seahawks are the right now, today, real deal right now. Everybody else kind of has, are the Rams real? Are the Cardinals real? Is the 49ers problems real? Seahawks are real. We'll see. I agree with you. Cardinals are in the playoffs. I see it.
Yeah.
Probably as a wild card, but still.
Like I said, whether they win it or they're wild card, you're probably going to see the Cardinals in the playoffs.
Which is scary. That team is scary offensively. They're a good team.
Yep, definitely. See the next one. Stay classy, Ohio.
This was my favorite story of the week.
Lead it.
So the Browns and the Bengals have a history. They're both in Ohio. They both suck. They both hate each other. The fan bases are both, really just committed to their shitty teams, so they're grizzled. They allowed fans in Cleveland on Thursday night for what ended up being a great fucking game. That shit was entertaining to the final gun, right? 6,000 fans were in attendance there in Cleveland at Synergy Field or Energy Field, which that's where me and you met, technically, right across the street. Yeah, they're in Cleveland. They found a way to brawl with just 6,000 fans. Cleveland fans and Cincy fans brawled it out on Thursday Night Football. It's like, what do you do? Sam Weish said it best back in 88, 89 when the Bengals were relevant. That's when they, in Cleveland and Cincinnati, they started throwing the fucking beer bottles on. He said, "You're better than this. We're not Cleveland." Yep. 6K fans, and you still find a way to brawl it out. If they found that one Cincinnati Bengal fan, there you are. It's good. There's video. There's video of it. There's video of it. Yeah.
I would have done that. I would have pulled that shit.
Yeah, there's a clip. They just start brawling it out, and I think there was even Browns fans fighting Browns fans. I don't know. just give Cleveland fans a reason, and they'll show you. They'll show you what's up.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
CJ Anderson retires at 29 years old.
Shocked.
That's sad.
I'm shocked. Why? Like, he's such a good back. Now, he's not a starting stud, but he is a good third down back. Like,
we wanted him.
Yeah.
We tried going after him. I guess it was about 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago. New England tried going after him.
And the Rams picked him back up.
Yeah, it didn't pan out.
Yeah. That's 29's young, man. Like, even for running back, like, I don't know. From what I understand, it wasn't injury related, just nobody's picking him up. So, who knows? Who knows what's going on in his personal life? Maybe he just wants to go out on top, healthy and all that. And you got to respect that. He played in one Super Bowl with the Rams, didn't even really show up for that, nor did the whole Rams team. He had great years in Denver. He went home and played for the Raiders for a season, which he does a lot of community work with Beast Mode down there. He's a good player. He's a good person overall. I hate to see him. I'm not a super fan of him, but like I said, he's a good back. That's just super early to retire. I mean, good on him, I guess. But yeah, I seen that news and I was fucking shocked. So somebody out there could use him. Somebody could use him.
Oh yeah.
Denver could use him. He could go back to Denver right now. Philip Lindsay is out for the foreseeable future right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's injured. He's hurt. That just come across the wire this morning. Oh. So it's just is it Melvin Gordon? Melvin Ingram.
Gordon. Ingram's in Baltimore.
Okay. So see, I get those three mixed up. And then Gurley. Gordon. Yeah, so it's Gordon is in Denver. That's all they have. C.J. Anderson could easily go back to Denver and fit right into that scheme. He's a good back. So, congrats to you on retirement. I'm just genuinely shocked.
I am too. Peyton wants to go to Cleveland, huh?
Yeah, Peyton Hillis, man. He put out a tweet, and I think he's being serious. And it got, like, the Browns franchise got a hold of it, and of course it went to NFL Network, and now they're making a thing out of it. Peyton Hillis, which was a flash in the pan, he was a good back for years. Then he had one good year in Cleveland, which he was a Brown forever, and then after that he went to play with the Broncos for a season or two. Then he retired. You would most know him for his cover of Madden 2010. The only Brown that's ever been on the Madden cover. That's Peyton Hillis. He's being legit. He said he would come out of retirement to play for the Browns this season, and he means it. I say, what do you got to lose, Cleveland? What do you got to lose? You're about to trade away your best wide receiver, second best wide receiver, depending on if he wants to play that day. Your running game's pretty solid with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Put Peyton Hillis as your fullback, and that team might win 3 games.
You might win 3 games. I wouldn't even give them that.
We're talking all this shit in Cleveland, yet me and you will be in Cleveland next February. So I think maybe people will forget all the shit we're talking up until that time. But yeah, I'm probably not Browns fans.
I doubt it.
Hell no. Remember that time you said Peyton Hillis sucked? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. Nope. A brawl on the river.
It probably will be. Whatever. Last 2 MVPs were second-year players. What second-year player has a shot this year?
You want to take this one first?
Yeah, I'll take this one first.
Go for it.
Second-year player has a shot at MVP. Kyler Murray.
Is there anybody else right now? You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Far and away, he could be this year's Lamar Jackson.
Kyler Murray.
Yep. That's my answer, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And that wasn't scripted either. We didn't, like that. It's Kyler Murray, I think, has the best chance. Or with an honorable mention to Josh Jacobs. But to be a running back and get the MVP in the NFL, you got to do something special. You got to have like that 2,000-yard season or something crazy like that. But I think it could easily be Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Will it be? Who knows, right? Who knows? But
he should. In all reality, he could and he should. I think the only one that beats him out for MVP, I mean, I know it's still early on the season, but I honestly think if Cam stays fucking healthy, Cam could very well get MVP again.
I could see that. I could see the MVP race coming down to 4. So you got Cam, you got Lamar Jackson, you can't leave out Mahomes, and then Kyler Murray.
I agree with that.
Those are my 4. Those are my 4.
I agree with that.
And Big Ben, if he has that year that I think he might have, that's more of a long shot, but I could just see it happening. And it's going to come back. It's going to come to that quarterback position just because that is much like in college football with the Heisman, that is the sexy position to win all the accolades, right? So,
of course.
Yeah. So yeah, Kyler Murray. And then there's nobody else, and an honorable mention to Josh Jacobs, just because he's a beast, and the Raiders are fucking using him. And that's a key. That's a big
There's
deal.
a reason why he was my first round draft pick in our draft.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe nobody picked him. I'm like, y'all motherfucking stupid.
Just sitting there. Yeah, he was just sitting there.
Pick out of 20. Josh Jacobs still in there. Okay, well, that's mine.
Yeah. See, I wanted him, but I knew I had to blow my load on Kittle because he wasn't going to be there next time on a 20-person draft. And I was like number 9, and George Kittle was still sitting there. And I was like, this is crazy, but I'm going to take this tight end. Look what it got me. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Right now, I'm looking real good.
Yeah, you're looking nice in fantasy right now. I'm just kind of looking lost. I go, what do I do?
I'm looking real good right now.
What can I do with this trash right now?
Going into our last 10 minutes, and our last 10 minutes is going to be fantasy football. That is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Pick them, sit them, trade for them. You're definitely probably going to see a huge out of, like we just talked about, Josh Jacobs. If you got him, you better fucking play him.
Yes.
That is one of your running backs that you're going to want to play. Hands down, your ass better be playing him. I don't know what else to tell you. I really do not know what else to tell you. A takeaway running back that I would not be playing, and I actually kind of made the mistake of picking him up because I thought he was going to get something a little bit better as Leonard Fournette. Take him out, sit him. You're going to be lucky. I mean, if you don't have any other option, he might gain you 3-4 points, but that's probably best case scenario is 3 or 4 points. Some of your hidden gems, Danny Amendola is going to be a hidden gem for Detroit. If you have a chance to get him, pick him up. I did. Last week he put up 14 points. I was shocked. But he's the only decent wide receiver that Detroit's got, just like fucking Adrian Peterson's looking like a bad motherfucker because he's the only one.
Yep, he's the guy. He's the guy.
He's on a lonely rock.
Jesus. So yeah, my fantasy sleeper, my stardom, guarantee it, seal it, deliver it, so probably don't pick it, is going to be Raheem Mostert for the Niners. They're playing the Jets today. Not a good running defense. Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't believe that the coaching staff believes in him as much as they're saying. He's got 2 new wide receivers today, so he's going to be feeling his way around. I just think Mostert's going to run all over the Jets. He's going to have one of those games like he had last season against the Packers twice, one of those 185, 3-4 touchdown games, one of those unreal fucking games. I feel that this is going to be one of them here against the Jets. He's my definite start. My sit, and I speak from experience, is going to be the Rams defense. I have them, but I only have them because I had to have them. I don't believe in them. I definitely don't believe in them against Philly today. I think they'll beat Philly today, but I still think the Eagles, they're going to score on this defense. The Eagles are too talented to not score on that Rams defense. And my sleeper pick is James Washington for the Steelers. With Juju made some plays. He had 2 nice touchdown receptions last week. He's going to start garnering that Antonio Brown coverage that ultimately gave Juju that amazing rookie season, because everybody was paying attention to Antonio. So now he's the guy. He's going to garner that starter coverage. James Washington's he's a good wide receiver. He's fast. He's one of Ben's favorite targets. I think he's going to do big things today for the Steelers against that Denver secondary. But yeah, I cannot stress to drop the Rams defense. Drop it.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you another pick on quarterbacks that you're gonna want to have. First off, you're gonna want to have Cam Newton. If you have Cam Newton, you better make sure he's in there. Another one, because I have a fucking gut feeling, and I'm putting him in. I've got 3 quarterbacks, and I'm putting him in. Trubisky.
Don't do it.
They're playing the Giants.
Ah.
They're playing the Giants. Put him in.
It could be good or bad. It could be good or bad.
I almost put Burrow in, which I would have been all right if I had, because Burrow still put up 24.5 points on Thursday night. But I didn't because they were playing the Browns, and I knew it was going to be a shit fest, which I didn't know Burrow was going to do as good as he did. But I did almost put him in over Trubisky, but then I see Trubisky's playing, Chicago's playing the Giants.
Yeah.
A very shitty Giants team.
Very, very shitty.
Now, if Trubisky, if Chicago would have been playing like somebody else, like anybody other than the fucking Giants, actually, I'd still start if they were playing the Jets. But, if they were playing somebody like San Francisco, New England, the Rams, I wouldn't have started him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I even have Brady, and I'm not starting Brady.
Yeah, see, Brady, I would stay away from him this year too. This is kind of interesting. I was just looking at the week 2 top 5 quarterback ads on the season, starting with number 5, your guy, Cam Newton in New England. Number 4, people who are jumping on that Roethlisberger bandwagon. Number 3, Kirk Cousins, which I'm a little shocked by with the ad, because, and I'm only saying that because I have him. I drafted him as my starter, and I'm not happy with him, right? I sure as shit wouldn't pick him up. Like, that's just me right now, especially so high. And maybe in the top 8 to 10, but number 3, I don't think so. Joe Burrow, number 2, people are starting to drink that water. And then there you are. Number 1, Trubisky.
Telling you.
Hey, maybe you know something down there.
I had a feeling, and that's why and you know what? I didn't draft Trubisky. I picked him up after the draft.
Yeah.
After the draft.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He was just sitting there. He was sitting there. My shocker ad for this week. It's a shock, but it's not. Le'Veon Bell going down. It gives the Jets a wide open, nobody to start. So 456-year-old and 6-month-year-old Frank Gore gets the start. My guy, who has already said years ago he was going to retire a Niner. He's the 4th or 5th leading rusher of all time in the NFL. He's getting the start for the Jets today against the Niners. He is the 2nd most added running back in fantasy right now. It's not terrible.
Okay.
Niners still got a formidable defensive line. Now, if you can get past that defensive line and get into the secondary, you might run wild. But for right now, Gore being number 2, that's kind of like my shocker ad. Holy shit, he's kind of high. He's kind of high up on the list. Even over Adrian Peterson, which comes in at number 4, which is kind of more of a nostalgia thing. Like, Peterson still looks like he's got a lot left in the tank. Frank Gore is just kind of more of a bowling ball rolling downhill. Has always ran that way, just a power runner that will run you over. He's a little older. I don't know. Who knows? I'm last in the fantasy league, so I could be dead wrong on this. Maybe I should be adding Frank Gore to beat up on my Niners today.
You might want to. You might want to. But that takes us to the end of the show today, guys. Kickoff's in about 3 minutes. So get those TVs turned on. Start playing your fantasy football. Make sure you got your picks in. Actually, I think it's too late. I think it's locked now.
Yeah, I think it's locked now.
Yeah. But we're going to get the fuck off here so we can drink beer and watch our games today. And we will see you next Sunday.
See you guys.
See you later. Maybe.